Hi friends, welcome to Happy Self Help channel. Today we have a very interesting topic, the power of subconscious mind. Yes, we have the power. Let us recognize it and know about it. If we divide our mind, then first part will be conscious mind and the second part will be subconscious mind. Conscious mind is just like a manual car which is controlled by us. We can use the brake, we can change the gear and we can take the accelerator. Whereas subconscious mind is just like a automatic car which is owned by you. But you cannot take your decision consciously. All of us are aware that subconscious mind is very powerful. Why do we say that subconscious mind is very powerful? What are the powers of subconscious mind? Does it have the power to change my life? Can it make me happier, healthier and wealthier? Do I have to acquire this power or do I have already possessed it? How can I make use of this power? Well, let us find it out. Every human being already possesses the power of subconscious mind. It is just that we need to learn how to use it. It is similar to how we learn to walk, talk, read, listen, dance, play a guitar. How big is the subconscious mind? Something that has power wouldn't be smaller. Similarly, subconscious mind is much bigger than we think. To understand how big it is, let us take the example of an iceberg. You might have seen an iceberg. Mostly we all notice what's visible on the top of the surface of the ocean, which we refer to as its tip of the iceberg. However, how many of us actually know that the iceberg has most of its portion below the surface of the ocean? This part constitutes 90% of the total iceberg and the tip of the iceberg is only about 10%. Similarly, if we compare our mind power with an iceberg, our conscious mind is only about 10% of the total mind. The remaining 90% is our subconscious mind, which is the largest and most powerful part. The subconscious mind is responsible, which is the largest and most powerful part. The subconscious mind is responsible for most of our activities throughout our life. It controls all the processes of the body and have answers to various questions. It captures your complete life activity since your childhood, including habitual thoughts, ideas, emotions, behaviors, beliefs, actions, and stores it. One side, your conscious mind is controlled by you, with taking decision logical and rational. Whenever you want, you use your 5 senses for getting information. And another side, your subconscious mind is working background without informing you. Subconscious mind takes decision on the basis of emotions and feelings on which you don't have direct control. Subconscious mind always works whether you want or not. The subconscious mind is always active and it never rests. Since subconscious mind is much bigger and hidden, we need to be careful how to use the power of it. If neglected, we might sink one day, like how the iceberg sunk. Before I go further, the most interesting points, please subscribe to my channel. To get updates, please click on the bell icon. From the book The Power of Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, there is a story in the book Power of Subconscious Mind that there was a lady who was struggling a lot financially. She did not have a job, but still every day, at least 3 times, she used to say to herself that, God, thank you for my health and wealth. Just because of this gratitude, one day, what happened, you know friends? Her mind was reprogrammed for wealth, and after some times, she got a good job and she became strong financially. So friends, gratitude in the life, they always attract positive energy. Whatever we have in the life, we should be always grateful, by which we can get happiness and peace. So dear friends, let us be grateful for what we are and what we have. If we pass on any information from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind, it would simply accept it. It does not think or reason independently. It merely obeys the commands it receives from your conscious mind. Your conscious mind commands and your subconscious mind obeys. Subconscious mind never sleeps and never rests. It works 24 hours and throughout your lifetime. Subconscious mind controls the body actions, emotions and behaviors. Most of the time, subconscious mind requires training and practice. If you regularly train the subconscious mind to be positive and practice being positive, then those activities get registered on your subconscious mind. It is important that you practice again and again. Subconscious mind has the power to make us do certain activities automatically. Similarly, it also makes us to say something automatically without our consciousness. For example, every time you pick up the phone, you would automatically say hello. Whenever you meet someone, you might say hi, and while leaving, you would say bye. These activities and words that we do or say automatically are the ones that be programmed and registered in our subconscious mind. It is of utmost importance that we always do good and use appropriate words even when we think within our mind. If not, we might end up in trouble. Consider the following. It happens often in our family life and in workplaces too. Have you ever noticed someone who is hungry by just bursts of words and shout at others which they never did before? When a person is angry, he is out of consciousness, but his subconscious mind is still active at this moment. Whatever he says or does is straight from his subconscious mind. He might end up saying some words which could hurt someone and which he should have never said, but because he thought of those words before when he was conscious, and since it got into his subconscious mind, he would say that automatically. He does not have any control on it. Now, later, once the person is calmed down, he is back to the conscious state. He would now realize that he has done what he has said. He might regret later, but it would be too late to regret. Yes, friends, this is very interesting. I have come across many times. The same situation happens when a person is drunk too much. He loses the state of consciousness. At this moment, his subconscious mind is still active. That is why from people end up saying truth or something which they always wanted to say, because they could never say that when they are conscious and aware. Once they are sober, they might not even remember what they say when they were drunk. Hence, it is my request to you all. Always use positive words and keep your mind healthy so that even when you are out of consciousness like angry, you wouldn't go wrong or say something inappropriate which would hurt someone. Friends, in other example, the power to hear you. When someone is sick, he might visit a doctor and have medicines prescribed by the doctor to cure himself, but in reality it is not the medicine that cures him. Rather, it is the conscious mind when the doctor hands over the medicine and assures the person this medicine will cure him, and the person will pass on this belief to his subconscious mind that okay, if I have this medicine. Yes, friends. In another example, the power to hear you. When someone is sick, he might visit a doctor and have the medicine prescribed by the doctor to cure himself, but in reality, it is not the medicine that cures him. Rather, it is his subconscious mind when the doctor hands over the medicine and assures the person that this medicine will cure him. The person will pass on this belief to his subconscious mind that okay, if I have this medicine, I will be cured. The subconscious mind blindly believes this and cures the person. Various studies and experiments have been conducted wherein it is proved that just by providing a regular pill to the patient, but again and again assuring that he will be cured by that pill, people get cured much sooner and almost instantly. People get their voice back, joint broken bones, and also cures cancer just by the power of their subconscious mind to heal them. Nowadays we notice, instead of visiting doctors for cure, people visit religious people and shrines. These religious people do nothing but constantly put the belief and faith in the subconscious mind back. If they drink this holy water, they will be cured. Or if they eat this holy food, they will be cured. and magically the people get cured. Do you think the holy water or the holy food cured them? No. It is their subconscious mind which has the power to heal. Friends, because these are the only medium which make you repeat again and again and slowly begins to set in your subconscious mind. Let us take another example. We can achieve what we think. After that, we start doing hard work for achieving our goals. In 1990, Jim Carrey was an unknown actor who was struggling a lot in his career. Then he wrote $10 million check for himself. Wrote a date 1994 on that check also. And he assumed that he has got this check for his best acting and put in the wallet. And every day he used to see that check and used to visualize that he has become a star actor who got $10 million. By doing this, many months and years have passed, and one day that time came and he got a role in a movie named Dumb and Dumber. And you know, friends, for this movie he got $10 million, and that year was 1994. It is very surprising, dear friends. This was the visualization technique that worked for this actor. One person visualizes about his goal and ideas, and that person behaves like that. His goals and his ideas have become real. This is the powerful technique which sets the powerful desire in the subconscious mind. We can see in our life the great examples of our great people. Over 90% of our mental life is subconscious. So, many of us who fail to make use of this marvelous power live within very narrow limits. Great artists, musicians, poets, speakers, professionals, psychologists, actors, writers tune in their life positive feelings. And our great successful people are example of using this subconscious mind in a powerful way and become inspired. So, learn to talk to your subconscious mind. It is like a good friend to you. Whatever you think consciously, you pass it on to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind will blindly accept it and act on it. If you think good and think positive and practice good habits and thinking, your subconscious mind will correspond to it. Soon you will see marvelous changes happening to your life, and you will attract more health, wealth, and happiness. This might not happen overnight, dear friends, but you need to train and practice regularly to talk to your subconscious mind. What you are now is the result of what you have thought. Your thoughts become things, and you become what you think. Dear friends, we all are very important and precious. Most important is you. You are the best and lovable and loving and happier and successful. The Power of Subconscious Mind, a book by Joseph Murphy, will tell all about your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the domain thoughts will determine your success or failure in your life. Therefore, let us give little time for our mind. Say these positive thoughts just before 5 minutes you go to sleep and see the miracles happening. Do regularly and see the changes happening. You are the best, so you can do the best. So tell yourself every day this: I am good and my family and people around love me a lot. I attract only positive people towards me. I love to learn new ideas and loving to live my life. I have the energy to get succeed in my life in whatever I do. I am growing in life with satisfaction. I manage my time well and fruitfully. That's all in today's video. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you. Thank you very much.